going to take a chance from midway in this end zone. He's brought down for 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Michigan's offense will go on the attack first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout.
Here we go. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. A big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. On the move, he fires. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the wideout. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses, guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
And that has got to be so demoralizing for this defense. They played so well on 1st and 2nd down and then have a total breakdown on 3rd. They're going to have to do so much better the next time they're put in that situation.
He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
I love it. 1st down. Let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the 1st down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They're starting to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Matt,
looking for the end zone.
So nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So the Northwestern Wildcats offense will get the ball for the 1st time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse. Do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups? Or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Terrible way to start this game if you're in the offense. You give up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on 1st down for that. Now you take a sack down on 2nd down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be a challenge, but you've got to get ready to go. You've got to fire off the ball because going backwards ain't going to get it done.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And they'll just down it right there.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team. And you can tell they caught up with him and forced the fumble.
Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Off play action. Waltz one high and deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Wolverines will snap it on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Making side adjustments here. Lost a throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down with the contact. They moved it to the 19, first and 10. The give out of the gun. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play. They got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. They make the tackle, but he's got a push shot down, and it's first and goal from the 7.
As a head coach, you love to see a quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, he leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
They want to throw it. Under fire. Get the offense out of just about any situation.
Run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Off the play fake on first down. Intercepted, the defense is safe. He goes down after a short return. What a play to get the football back. This offense has it with really good field position. The play action fake. Rushes on him. Nice job to get down there and avoid the hit with the slide. It's now first and 10 from the 24-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Smart move to get down with the slide.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused.
They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Obviously not start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Rips off a massive chunk play, and what a way to put an exclamation point on the first. Both teams made no secret. They wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Let's take a step back for a moment and think about Northwestern. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school basketball.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive line. A guy like that that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit. He gets a hand on it. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he ran over the defense to take it in. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Tucson, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over TCU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this run, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't get any breathing room on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll run it from the gun. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line? Doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quick handoff. Finds some fresh air. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. The Wolverines come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Might be changing the route. They'll throw on 3rd and short.
That's why they're a top 10 offense.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. There he goes.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the air on second and short. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Looking for space, it's Sims. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And he has vexed his defense with scramble after scramble, has another first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Hauls it in. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone and the 10. The Wolverines have taken it inside the 20. There's the pressure. Firing to the right, complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And they closed the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to.
Breaks into the open. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Unloads it left with the catch. It's Dobbs. stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. To the air on first down. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right for the big play coming. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Here's the return from inside his 10.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way back up.
Just trying to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Wolverines really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Got a man. Nice work. Pick up yardage. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Now on first down from the 28. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. The screen, he can go. He'll be forced out of bounds and working down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, the attempt is no good. Oh, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense.
They get it up. And
if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got got to do a better job of protecting the quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Northwestern will send out the punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Takes a handoff. It's Sims. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so you're running.
Turning it on! The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. And the Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The toss sweep to the right. Extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Power football with the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Third down conversions, always a good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So here comes the Michigan offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for teams to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fires to the big side. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. First down, looking for more. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. The give to the tailback. At the 20, he's got space. And he runs it in. Michigan. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Slips away. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball down. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the keeper to make anything.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quick strike complete. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And they'll down this punt just inside the 40-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll test the right side. Oh, he's got it straight. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Going downfield for the big play. Hauls it in the outside. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Here we go. Snapped it in the shotgun. Looking for the goal line. He will be stopped just inches away after the catch and run.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Second and goal for the offense. Let's go. Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25s and kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll leave it with him. Fighting off the defender. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And the Wildcats line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They try to pop a run on the draw. They got zero push up front, and they stop them in the backfield. Northwestern will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. And after the punt, that's where they'll mark it. Outside the 30-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Now on first down from the 43-yard line.
Music no! Music no! Forward!
Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the Heat. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Using his legs to buy some time. Looking down the left side. And he's got it at the 30. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. The offense changing the play. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start, offense.
Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Punts it out of the air. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to...
Lets it fly. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. And the Wolverines have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here.
Ready!
Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. Finds a crease at the 20. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Looking for a huge play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late, you're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Looking to take a shot. Got it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The Wolverines, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Now the play fake. Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Fourth and goal from the 2. Can they finish? And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. This offense has been suffocated by a sea of maize and blue, reminiscent of what the national champion Wolverine D did in '97, holding their opponents to single digits.
And it's at every level. I mean, just a great job being physical up front, locking down in the secondary. Michigan defenses are always on point. They don't give up silly, stupid plays. They just don't do that. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Northwestern will send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And they're going to score again. Another touchdown as they get out of their turn.
Honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field and lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Coming out with it, it's McMillan. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Defense in press coverage. Looking for a man, it's Nicholson. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's stopped. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here comes comes the offense on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football. They want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game, but they got to find some.
And the rush will get through him at the 25. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And this punt will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense.
There we go. He's at the top. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
It doesn't matter what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
He'll bring it out. It's Clemens. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield, it's Nicholson. Quickly to the tight end. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm.
Looking deep. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He's got him. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired. Truly